long. It's been so long. All right, we're live. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies every Monday at 8 p.m. Central. I am your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. Hold on. We've got quotes. We got them, I promise. All right, first we've got Miles. Great. Volume. Francis. Miles, how you doing, sir?
I took two before this podcast.
There you go. There you go. Next, we got David. I promised them women. Jessup. David, how are you, sir?
Pretty good.
Fuck yeah. And finally, we got Raph. Rage Ramirez. Raph, how are you?
Fantastic, sir. Thanks for having me. And thanks, Doug, for not quitting after your 2-week break.
Oh, no, dude. We're going to keep going. As long as you guys want to do this, we'll do it. So we are in for the long run. So unless next week you guys are like, I'm done. Then we're done.
Not.
All right, guys, we watched 28 Days Later, release date November 1st, 2002 in the United Kingdom and Ireland, and June 27th, 2003 in the United States. Running time 113 minutes, budget $8 million, box office $85.7 million. Synopsis! 4 weeks after mysterious incurable virus spreads throughout the UK, a handful of survivors try to find sanctuary. Let's watch a trailer, which is low quality.
Like the movie.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
Already.
I can't wait. Oh, shit. All right. I didn't mind myself
weird
from allowed to curse.
Jessup to hate something. That just seems so out of character.
A zombie movie?
Shock. No, I like this movie. I meant like it is shot to look like it was done on like a video camera. Like, that's what I meant by low quality.
Well, I mean,
I definitely had that, like, you were watching it off the VHS
Yeah.
shelf, but like it was like rented out a lot, so it's kind of grainier than it should be.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I
there's
thought
no
I was
denying.
playing Resident Evil.
There's no denying it. For $8 million, though, it is a well-crafted film, and we'll get into it. But like, this is
Dude, these scenes here, like where they're just open London, like I didn't appreciate how like complicated those shots were.
Yes,
whenever I
very.
first saw this movie when I was younger.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, this is the beginning of the zombie craze coming back into fashion.
Yeah.
So this movie was a huge catalyst, and you can see The Walking Dead all over this thing.
Oh yeah, they ripped off the first episode of Walking Dead. Completely ripped this movie off.
Yeah. And then
I was gonna ask you guys, did the comics though come out prior to this movie? Because like, did this movie?
I had the same question, Miles, and I don't know the answer to that. I wish Jay was here; he'd probably know it.
I know.
Well,
Dude, now we have to
10
Google
other
shit,
pieces of
Jay's
information
too
we didn't
busy.
ask for.
Jay, where are you?
Like, what if I want to know Cillian Murphy's birthday? I don't want to have to go on IMDb.
His birthday was June 3rd, 1976. He first came out of his womb. His first words were "hello."
He was breached.
Okay, 2003.
And he loved cocaine.
2003 is when the first Walking Dead came out, so they totally ripped off this movie. 100%. All right, let's talk our histories with it. Miles, what's your history with the movie?
Dude, I saw this movie in theaters in 2002, but I was a very dumb 16-year-old human, so I did not appreciate this film at the time that it came out the way that I feel like I should have. And looking back on it, though, it's definitely not a fun movie. Like, there's nothing about this movie that is fun. It is very grim from start to finish, and like even the thing we talked about with being grainy and dark. Like, I could see why I didn't really appreciate it when I was younger, but I definitely appreciate it now.
Hell yeah. David, what about you? What's your history?
I saw this when it came out in the theater. I'm an art house snob, as you guys know, and this was an art house movie. I believe I saw it at the Angelica or the Magnolia,
Nice.
one of those two art house films. But yeah, I love it, man. I love the director. Danny Boyle's awesome, and I love. How do you pronounce it? Is it Cillian Murphy? How do you pronounce it?
I think it's Killian.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
I love Cillian Murphy. Gorgeous eyes. Yeah, man, it's awesome, and I love the guerrilla filmmaking style of this movie. It, the look of it and everything, and yeah, man.
I mean, honestly, it's the beginning of using that handheld camera technique. Like, a lot of that came in with this movie, because you remember, this is on the tail end of the 90s, where everything was pretty much Steadicam.
Blair Witch.
Yeah, but Blair Witch was a big proponent. You're right. But like somebody said, it's filmed like a documentary. You feel like you're on the ground. And the original Night of the Living Dead feels the same way, too. So it's almost like an homage to it. Raph, what's your history with the movie?
I also saw it in theaters with my cousin, and definitely scared the shit out of me with those fucking zombies running that quick. But again, I saw it today. Did not think it was shitty. It is gritty, but you know that makes you feel it. You're like, oh shit. But definitely enjoyed it when I saw it. I mean, definitely was scared when I saw it, but definitely enjoyable.
And I think the first time I watched this was when I first began smoking pot. Uh,
Nice.
and so I remember it being very
Dude, that's not a
terrifying.
good first get high movie.
Yeah, I
What the
know.
fuck are you doing? You
I-
suck?
Kills that. All right.
It was
No
very
wonder you get
scary.
anxious like when you're on weed. Now.
I always flash back to 28 days later. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, no, I think this is the beginning of the DVD. Like everyone owned this DVD. Everyone. I like you go to somebody's house and you see 28 days later. But it was a universal movie because this is like kind of like horror light in a way. Like it's got scary stuff in it, but it's not necessarily scary. What's scary is the human element, you know, and that's why it's such a good film. But let's get into talking about this bad boy. I want to know David's thoughts on why it's shitty.
Oh no. I was kidding. What I meant
Oh.
what I meant by shitty was the quality of it. Like it's not a good looking film. This isn't you know, it's almost looks like it's shot on VHS tape. You know, that's what I meant by shitty looking.
See,
That was the 90s.
I love the look of the film, and I love it
Oh, and
because
listen, I have no problem. I have no problem with it.
well,
I'm telling you, I love this movie. It's just that the joke was when you said it was shitty trailers, it's just like this movie
Yeah.
because it looks shitty. But I mean that's totally on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, that's a choice that Danny Boyle made on purpose to give you that VHS. Also, I think even though I'm saying VHS, wasn't this one of the first films shot digitally?
I think
So
so.
it looks that's why it looks like that. And I believe I'm correct. I'll have to look it up.
For me, the camera work, the cinematography works because unlike his other films, if you've seen Slumdog Millionaire or Sunshine or Train Spotting, Train Spotting's got a little bit of what's going on here because it's kind of like a documentary style, but like Sunshine is like steady cams like the whole way through it. You know what I mean? Until the end, whenever things kind of get chaotic. I feel like the camera usage in here is kind of mirroring the rage of the zombies and the unpredictability of it, and I think that works really well, especially like he chooses weird angles to show stuff. So like when she takes out Mark with the machete, like it's kind of like not like a direct on. You don't see it, but you do get to see it in flashes, and I think that's absolutely amazing. So,
Almost like the shower scene from Psycho to some extent. Where,
Yeah.
like it just goes a little bit further than that one did because you didn't actually see anything at all.
yeah,
Jack, of all the Boyle films you mentioned, the only one I hadn't seen is Sunshine, which makes me intrigued to watch that one. But I could definitely see what you're saying with like Train Spotting, especially like the way that they use the camera to like almost like interact with the actors to some extent. It's interesting.
it's definitely a fly on the wall situation. You're almost like you're the fifth character sometimes because of the way the
Yeah.
camera is, and that's kind of unique. You know, go ahead, David.
So yes, it was a lot of it was shot with a Canon XL1 digital video camera, which is why it has that weird look to
Nice.
it. The reason why it was done that way was because of the scenes. They didn't have enough time or they didn't have enough budget to set up multiple cameras to catch all the movement, and especially when they had to shoot like those scenes in London where they had to shoot like at 5 o'clock in the morning and block roads off so people wouldn't be
Dude, I
in the
read something
shots.
really funny about that. So they only had like an hour of time, and it was like
Yeah.
right when the clubs were closing down. So you'd basically have two types of people, either like early morning going to work people that were getting delayed, or like people at the club who were high as fuck or drunk as fuck
Yep.
trying to get home. So they actually hired like essentially really hot chicks to
Mhm.
break that news to people. So like instead of like this like crewman from the movie going up and being like, "Sorry, fellas, the road's closed for the next hour," they would like pay these club going girls who like just looked hot already, and basically they paid them to go up and be like, "So sorry guys, but there's an hour delay. You can either go around
Look
or
at
wait."
my
And
boobies.
it seemed to make the news hit a little softer somehow. I don't know the science behind that, but they knew what they were doing.
No,
Yep.
it's definitely a genius move on his part, and that was all Danny Boyle's idea.
Hey, well, going back to that, where she kills him with the machete.
Yeah.
There was a lot of splatter on the walls and no splatter on her. I was like, they should
She's
have showed
good,
that.
bro. She's been killing
Yeah.
like marks the whole time, like man.
Way of the machete, bro. She's blocking those splatters
Yeah.
and getting in your mouth.
What I did think was gonna happen though, because I do remember seeing it. I thought she was gonna cut his arm off, and
I
again,
thought
it was
so
gonna
too.
be. But then
Yeah.
she's like, didn't stop.
And it's heartbreaking because you can hear him going, no, no, and you're like, oh,
well, they were in a
shit.
relationship, right?
No,
That's
no,
like-
no, no, no.
No?
She wasn't. She was talking later about how like he had all these plans, right? And then she's like, she looks at him and she goes, "What's your plan? You want to fuck me or something like that?" I can't remember. Like they were gonna get in a
She
relationship.
was definitely not trying to fuck.
Yeah, she was not DTF, but
He was more D to live, not D to fuck.
Yeah.
DTL.
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 Wasn't this the first zombie incarnation to have zombies going fast after was it Night of what was it what was the movie where they go brains?
Oh, fucking Dawn of
That's
the
the-
Dead, bro.
With
Dawn
the
of
That's
Dead.
like the
yeah.
comedy. That's like the comedy version.
They were hauling
Yeah.
ass on that.
What was that
movie.
called?
Dawn of the Dead.
No, not Dawn
No,
of
it
the Dead.
wasn't Dawn. Was it Day of the Dead 2?
No. It was
It was the one with the mom. No.
it was the one with what's his face? Where they go brains.
Oh, Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead.
Dead.
Yeah,
That was the
that's
that was
one.
the first one that had fast zombies, and I believe this was the first movie after that to go that route. I
All right.
believe so. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got
And it's crazy that just 2 years later is Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake, which like that like flipped this movie on its head. I think just in the sense that like for everything that this movie did, other than the fast zombies, it did the inverse. It's like very colorful, very bright, like very brightly lit, and silly because you're doing the like fighting zombies in the mall. Like let's make stuff out of whatever we can find in the sporting goods department. And it just that I think these two films kind of together collectively like launched that zombie reboot. So to speak, or
Absolutely.
that new
10 to
era.
15 years worth of zombies came out of those two movies. It definitely revived it. I want to give a quick shout out to Javi. I don't have a quote for him. Byres, who just jumped in.
Javi!
Hobbs, what's up?
All right, I got things to say to you people.
Okay.
Well, what do you mean by you people?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly
Whoa.
how I meant it.
Whoa.
What do you got to
Ducky,
say?
You're wrong on everything you said. Raph, fuck
What's
you.
up?
Miles, you're cool. Who else is here? Show your
Yeah,
face.
We missed
David.
Jay.
Who's here?
David.
David. Can you
David.
guys see? Where are you?
You're man.
Obviously not memorable.
It's good to be you guys. I fucking miss you guys, man.
Yeah, dude.
All
fuck
of you.
yeah.
Too, man.
Hell yeah. Welcome to the party. When was the first time you saw 28 Days Later, Hobbs?
Picture this.
Picture it.
Young adult hobby. It was in like early 2000s when I first saw this. And I just remember being freaked out by it, especially that opening scene. Holy hell, did that freak me out. And it was just an overall good movie. Brendan Gleeson killed it. And that fucking awesome band, Granddaddy AM. So good. I love that song and that whole montage.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The music in this is good. Is really it fits
Definitely.
like the soundtrack and like the actual songs that they put in there are amazing. So what a great time. And then you like you said, Brendan Gleeson, he is definitely a highlight. He's only on screen for like 15 minutes. And
Yeah.
the entire time he's magnetic. You can't keep your eyes off him. You buy that he's this fatherly figure who's just looking out for all of them. He makes mistakes, but they forgive him. So whenever it comes down to that fucking crow blood drop, which is iconic, whenever it drops down to hit his eye, and it's got
Stay
the
away!
red filter. Yeah, that
Dude,
is
just
such
when
an
he
iconic
says,
scene.
I love you. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That killed me. I was like, I just want you to know I love you. And then you could tell that she's like, oh fuck, what happened?
yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing that this zombie movie has, that it doesn't give it time for it to transform. They're
Yeah.
like, once you get that blood on you, you're fucked.
Yeah, it's definitely like that opening scene. Now that's the only thing I have a problem with, the Rage Monkey. Like I didn't see this movie with the opening scene. I think I jumped in 5 minutes into it after that was over, so I never knew it was a Rage Monkey that caused the whole thing.
What?
So-
This was actually the sequel to Outbreak. They just wanted to go with the-
God damn it, I love Outbreak. Can we do that movie on this cast? I love that movie. So good. But yeah, I wasn't all about the rage monkey. You don't need it. You don't. You wake up. You start with just waking up with him in the hospital with his dick out, and that's where you begin.
The only reason I disagree with that is because that gives the movie an element of realism that I think is very, very
could really
believable.
happen.
Like, is like that monkey scene in the opening is, while very silly in a lot of ways, because like lowest security science lab ever, I guess. But,
it's the Brits. They
Fucks
trust
her
everyone.
up.
it's that idea that, you know, that type of, especially in a post-COVID world, man, like we got lucky that we had like this bitch ass pussy version of a like outbreak that didn't do anything but like, you know, killed a few 100,000 people.
And
in
it's
a
still
really
killing 300 people a
not
day, though,
movie-making
so
way.
not nothing.
But like we didn't get like, you know, it turning us into rage monsters like in this movie or
Not
like
yet.
sadness.
Not yet.
But
I mean,
that's
in a
true.
way,
We
it
could
kind of
mutate.
this pandemic did kind of turn us all into rage monsters.
Yeah, but like keyboard warrior rage, not like literally stabbing your neighbor rage. Like
Well-
it gives people like there's probably another podcast like us that's just the exact opposite version. Like it's like the I don't know, the redneck version.
Hey,
of this
well,
podcast.
Well, I Am Legend, they used they cured cancer, and then it took a while before they started turning. So again,
It's true.
Time
We
will
have
tell,
time.
dude.
Time will
Yeah,
tell.
exactly, bro.
Maybe the Civil War will be one of zombies, but it's coming one way or the other.
but I really enjoyed that first scene where he was the scientist was screaming, "You need to kill her," because he already knew what was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
They already saw it in other monkeys, and he was screaming, "You need to kill her! You need to kill her!"
He
Bro,
saw the
that-
writing on the wall, or the
What?
blood on the wall, really.
Why did they have the monkeys to begin with, though? Why did they have the
Just-
rage monkeys?
Why do they have COVID?
Why
bro?
do we do all
Because
of our studies
they were
on
infected
monkeys,
and they were
dude?
being
Like,
studied for a cure.
yeah, monkeys are like very, very similar to us from like a molecular level. So like if they're doing studies on vaccines, if they're doing studies on medications, or probably under certain security, I'm guessing this is going conspiratorial, but there's probably like, you know, weapons testing on these animals as well at some point. Because simply put, we're so similar that if it works on them, it'll likely work on us.
Yeah. What you got, David?
And I'm being serious when I say this. If you read the novelization, the experiments they were doing on the monkeys was to make soldiers in the field more violent.
Oh.
And so what it was basically was, before you go to war, they would give these soldiers the rage monkey gene and have them go out to war and just go balls to the wall, nuts. And that's what the experiments were, and they got out of hand, of course.
I mean, that's why the military provided cigarettes in World War II. They wanted them to be all like edgy and shit.
Oh man,
Yeah.
the fucking Nazis, they provided fucking amphetamines to them.
Man.
Right,
Amphetamines.
yeah.
Japanese.
And you know what
yeah.
else they gave the Nazis? Sex dolls. That's right. They gave them
Nice.
blow up dolls so that they wouldn't fuck all the people along the way throughout the different countries and get chlamydia and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane, dude.
What kind of
There's no
sex
way
doll
that
made
works,
that?
though, dude.
Somebody
There's no
whittled
way that
a
works.
fucking sex doll out of wood.
I have no idea who's carrying around those sex dolls.
A
Sex
German
dolls were really
woodpecker
primitive in the
sex doll.
1940s, y'all. There's no way you're gonna take the other
The
option.
sex
Yeah,
the sex doll was rubber raft.
yeah. It was
all it
literally
was.
just like the deflate hole. Like you just open that up and went to town.
As somebody who's proud to have a fleshlight, all I'm gonna say is you don't need much.
Oh, okay, Mr. Fancy Pants, buying name brand. Mine's
Bro.
mine's the one that's to the left of the flashlight.
Doug, I bet you're hating that though when you run out of or when your lights get cut off and you're looking for a flashlight.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, not again, flashlight.
Ah, damn it! Well, I gotta fuck it. It's here. Here we go.
In the dark, fuck it.
Wait, is that your motto in all situations?
Oh yeah, gotta fuck it. It's here.
Fuck it. It's,
It's gotta fuck. I wear T-shirts that say that. Just to
put that
be
on the
safe.
shirt.
That's your merch, dude.
So back to the movie. Killian Murphy. Javi, how do you say his name? Killian or Cillian Murphy?
Killian.
That's what I thought. Killian Murphy. We had a little debate earlier about that. Yeah, he kills it in this movie, and this is kind of the first movie I ever saw him in. I don't know about you guys, but like, and David's right. He does have those deep blues. Like
He's got the most amazing eyes. You could just get lost in those things for him.
Yeah.
They're very blue, like a Mykonos sky.
and he is amazing. Now, originally they were going to cast Ewan McGregor in this, but him and Danny Boyle had a falling out.
Ooh.
And
Really?
Yeah,
What
they-
happened?
it was something to do with the film he made after Train Spotting.
Beaches. It was where he got fucking Leonardo DiCaprio instead of.
Oh yeah, the island movie. What is
yeah.
it called? Oh
Beaches.
shit. The Beaches. Yeah, Beaches. I
That's a
didn't know.
bullet dodge for Ewan McGregor.
Or maybe
That's
just
an
no. I think it's
awful
just
movie.
the
The
beach.
Beach.
I'm sorry. I think it's the
The
beach.
Beach.
Yeah.
was
That is
fucking
a-
fantastic.
That is a crazy. It's crazy. Leo never worked with Danny Boyle again. So, whereas
It's a shitty movie.
The Beach is an interesting movie. I'm not going to disagree with you. It's not great, but like it's interesting, and it's a I watch at least one time and check it out kind of movie. But Sunshine, which we are watching next week, Miles. By the way, we're having a Danny Boyle double
I
feature.
actually might be able to make it. We'll pending.
Sweet. It is very well done. I think. And then Slumdog Millionaire. I know it won
I
the
love
Oscar.
that movie.
Yeah.
Dude. I love Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah,
That
I
was such a
think
good
that they
film.
gave him the Oscar for like all the good movies that he made up till Slumdog Millionaire. They're just like, yeah, take it. So, yeah. Anyhow, back to the movie. Cillian Murphy is awesome. The girl, I can't think of her name. She ended up being in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Calypso in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, but
Oh,
she's
shit.
amazing.
What you do?
Yeah.
I
And
didn't
I was
pick
like,
up
oh my
Killer.
god,
Nice.
I have the biggest crush on her in Pirates of the
Oh,
Caribbean.
no doubt, dude. Me too. Yeah, she was amazing in this movie too. It's just like, and like how they fall in love is subtle, like, and it kind of like it works so well in this movie. But yeah, like they're killer. Like the cast of this
They
movie.
were the last two people on Earth. Of course, they're gonna fall in love.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she killed Mark. She could have had Mark, but like maybe she's a Black Widow. Maybe it's that situation where she's. You never know. But then we get to the third act, and each act. The first act is just kind of introducing you to the society and how it's fallen. The second act is really the protector, the fatherly figure comes in, and they feel a bit safe. And then the third act, immediately they feel like they're in danger. Go ahead, Raph.
Well, going back to the first act, we haven't talked about this on here. It's definitely Walking Dead ripoff, or this is the Walking Dead ripoff, right?
That's what
When
David
he's-
said. Yeah.
It depends
Yes.
on when the comics came out. That's the thing that we were.
2000
I think they
2003.
came out around the same time.
2003.
Okay,
Oh, so this movie predated it. Then
Yes.
yeah.
So what would you do coming out of there? Would you just start picking up money from the floor if you saw that there was absolutely nobody?
What good is that money gonna do?
Well, to who?
I
Start
need
a
you to
fire
think
with- you
here,
can start a
Raph.
fire with it, Javi. Yeah,
I
fucking
would-
hot motherfucker.
better chance picking up a flashlight somewhere than some fucking money out on the street.
You got to remember the currency in this world is women, and I know that sounds crass, but that ends up being in the
it's
third act.
accurate.
That
Flashlights would definitely go up in value.
yeah, but
I gotta tell you what.
I
Raph
can't
and
even
are
say
gonna
what
get
I was
haircuts,
thinking.
bro. Raph and I are like, give me a buzz. I want to look like I'm in the military.
no, it really is. It's so sad when he says, "I promised them women." My heart dropped. I was like, "Oh shit, this guy's so bad," and like
Look-
they're acting like boys will be boys the whole time. You know what I mean? It literally is one of the
They're
most.
definitely
Dude, it's
not
literally just the
military.
military. Like that's
They were
just
on
how
train,
the
though.
United States military.
I'm with Raph. They were very untrained because whenever they
Yeah.
actually had a zombie attack, they weren't hitting jack or
That's because
shit.
they're children. They're the kids from high school that weren't.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
have
the
other options.
ROTC guys who didn't make it.
Yeah, that's who this villain is.
Is that? Do you guys think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they were dumbasses. Yeah, they were definitely dumbasses.
Yeah. Or maybe that's
and-
just how the English army. Let's shit on them real quick.
The English
Like
army
Shaun
is
of the Dead.
really,
Once they lost the,
the
red
English army
coats,
is really
dude,
good.
they
I
just
mean,
weren't the same.
They have the Knightsmen, and they got James Bond and all that shit.
Yeah, but that's just one person, and like maybe their army just sucks.
Yeah.
USA, US. I'm sorry. No, but they're animals, and it's kind of crazy whenever they take Cillian Murphy out to be like executed. That whole scene is genius, where the way that they're bumbling idiots and they argue with each other, and they end up shooting the one good guy out of the group, who was ranting and raving about mad, and he was right, I think, about what he said. It's just people killing people, and whenever he's like, "You gonna stab me with that thing?" I was like, "Oh shit, man, this is so intense." And then the fact that the cook, ends up shooting him and like pissing off the other guy, and that cook, when he gets stabbed later, that's a callback to "Are you gonna stab me with this thing?"
Oh yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool. But like,
But that's what he was doing there. They were taking him there too, and I think those weren't zombies they were killing there. Those were bodies. So they were just
Yeah.
executing people.
Well, though those were the bodies from the ambush that happened earlier. But I thought the same thing, that they were just
Yeah.
taking people out and killing them, because obviously they've
killing
done
them.
it before. So
You didn't see one woman on there. One woman. You didn't see any women there.
yeah, because they would fuck the women zombies if they came their way. It's a pretty intense movie. And like
From
when he goes
the
all
beginning.
he goes all Arnold at the end, and he's like saving the day. That is so badass. Like he is just a scrawny superhero. And
Dude, like the whole way they set him up to have the shirt off too, like a lot of time that feels very forced. In this case, I'm like, no, that dude deserves to have this third act with his shirt off. Like this is an earned moment.
And I think it's also to help distinguish who he is versus them. Plus, he's come to a predatory mode. Like he's gone into like this instinctual, like I've got to kill, and now he becomes the rage. You know,
He almost gets killed because of it until the end when she, switches very quickly from "I'm gonna murder you" to "I'm gonna fuck you." But like,
yeah.
honestly, it's
That's
they're
my
on the
favorite kind of
spectrum. They're on
sex.
the spectrum, yeah.
Bro, going back to what Doug said, the anger got Mark because the rage got to him. He started kicking the fucking telephone pole with that crow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
dude.
Frank.
And that's
Frank,
the
my
most
bad, yeah,
tragic.
Frank.
That's the most tragic death in the entire movie.
But like
by
I
far.
said, looks so
Definitely
cool
sad.
whenever the fucking drop falls in his eye. Like it's so epic. Oh, there's a puppy.
There is a
Again,
puppy.
some
Right.
great shots too, because you see the eye get red, and then he's fucked, and then he screams at her. He's like, "I love you, baby," and then get away from me. Just fucking epic, bro. And then he gets mowed down by the army.
I can
Dude, it was
honestly.
very sweet though the way he gets that like "at last I love you" out to his daughter. Like that's like especially from like looking at it from her perspective, it's probably terrifying and going to be this really tragic memory that she has in her life. But like he made like a genuine effort to give her a like "I love you, goodbye, now go the fuck away because I'm about to turn real evil."
Yeah, and I like that because that's the one scene in the movie that stuck with me for 20 years. I
For sure,
always
yeah.
remember that. Like that.
When he,
Oh, it
it's,
was-
like, it's like the way it drops so perfectly. It's like, oh, but we've all had days like that where it's just it feels like every poison, intense blood drops right in your eye.
Just a quick little fact: in the original script for 28 Days Later, he never died in the original script. Like they kept him chained in a room separate until they were able to find a cure.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so
was
the ending, let's
pretty
talk
weird.
about that. There's actually 3 endings to this movie. So
What?
we got the happy ending, but there's the other ending where Cillian Murphy dies. And then there's a third ending where the entire
Are
thing.
these deleted scenes? Or,
Yes,
like, or what-
yes, and actually you can see them on the DVD, which you have, so you
wow.
should check it out. But the third ending, it's actually all a dream, and that was how
Oh,
they.
fuck
they
that ending, dude.
Yeah,
would've pissed
I
me
thought the
off,
same
yeah.
the
thing.
Dallas ending.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Psych! That didn't really happen. It was all a
Now
dream.
that's how you Dallas.
Now I've never seen 28 Weeks Later. Has anyone here seen it before?
It's pretty.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I
too.
love it.
Yeah, I've
Pretty
seen
good,
it. It's
yeah.
good.
Pretty good.
That
But,
opening scene in that soundtrack. Oh my god!
Do
just
they
that
bring
running-
back the characters from this movie, or completely different characters?
No,
different?
different.
But it's got like big
Jeremy
name-
Renner's in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jeremy Renner's in it, and it's got some big name characters. And there's talk about making 28 months later. They're
Oh
talking
god!
about it. Yeah.
That'd
Interesting.
be awesome.
No, it wouldn't.
I
Going
feel
back
like that
to
would have been awesome, like if they made it like as a trilogy in its time. But like to do it now feels.
Danny
not
Boyle
great.
says he's got a good idea for it. He wants to go for it. What if it rejuvenates?
Danny
the
Boyle
zombies?
also made The Beach.
Why does everyone hate the beach?
It's a bad movie.
It's,
It's a
not
pretty
a bad
bad movie.
movie.
It's a pretty bad movie.
It's not bad. It's all right. The ending is
Um,
kind of cool. Like I liked it. I like when he goes
But-
video game mode through the jungle. It was badass.
The ending here though, I thought when they showed the zombies on the bridge and the jet was flying over, I definitely thought they were gonna bomb it. Like that would have been a good
That would have
ending.
been
They just-
honestly. I kind of hate the like happy ending we get. Like I almost wish they just would have ended it with the crash into the gate. Like and leave it, like did they die? Did they live?
That would have been great
Whatever.
too. That would have been great.
But yeah, honestly, the hokey like, oh, we got the military jet saving you ending. I hate that that's the one that they went with.
I didn't get
bombing would have been so much better after.
Did
that.
you guys get the impression that they were going to come save them? I thought they were just saying hello. Like,
Why are you saying hello?
So you don't tip your wing to 3 survivors and not come back for them. Like, what?
Yeah, they even
One-
said something over the radio about like, oh,
Hey.
we got 3.
Unless if you're a dick.
Yeah, I guess Javi might be right. Like they're calling him out. Like we got 3 future targets.
Turn around and you just flip them off, or you're.
But also, what I really like about this, the way they did the infected, they were starving to death, which means they weren't immortal
That's
like
what
the
was
undead.
happening,
They were just regular humans that were pissed off and they were dying of hunger.
I don't
which is
know.
why
Regular
when you see,
human
like-
is the correct term.
Yeah, but I get Javi's point.
Regular
they were
Because
still
like you
human.
saw on that scene on the bridge, you just see like a sickly, starving,
and he
dying
was dying,
infected.
yeah.
Just like that, it's just like, oh man, this guy fucked up.
Yeah, so you felt sorry for the zombies at the end.
I did.
well, it is sad. I mean, they
No.
I love
mean,
when he goes to the church in the beginning, though, and
Bro.
and the bodies are everywhere, and then he goes just a slight little hello, and they pop up like, and then and then the priest comes after him. That was so cool.
I love that he knocks the shit out of that priest,
Yeah.
and he deserves it because we all know what priests do.
Yeah,
They
for sure.
touch
Guys,
children.
they tell
For
lies.
sure, that priest did some things.
That's
with those
right, man.
bodies.
They give people false hope to believe in a fairy tale story.
I don't agree with that. I
Oh
was
yeah,
joking,
and they
but
fuck
you.
little boys. Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
But you know what I mean.
Oh, fucking fantastic.
Raph, what you got on your list?
Oh, bro, I have a whole list.
All right, let's talk
whole
about it.
That monkey fucked her up, bro. I gotta admit it. That monkey just tore her up. You guys didn't like a lot of the shots. I thought they were beautiful shots, especially when they're going through London. Again, like the shot in the eye, you get to see that real close up. That
It's
was
so
really
cool.
intense. The music at the end was fucking phenomenal. The car alarm got me. There was a lot of jump scares on this one. The car alarm, the zombie pulling the guy through the window on the back of the car.
The villain,
That was
yeah.
fucking awesome. That was an awesome scene.
He
Knocked the shit out of the priest.
He took those guys out like so easy too. Like, and before that, he's not even violent. He killed like a little kid that was a zombie. You know what I mean? Hi, Lindsay.
Yeah.
And
Hi, Lindsay.
and it's one of those things
Hello,
where
Lindsay.
it was it literally like he just goes Terminator mode on them. It's nuts.
All right, so when they're collecting water on the roof, I don't know if you saw this. They had several laundry baskets. Like what the fuck are you
You
doing?
get like an inch before the
Yeah,
cold
bro. I
start.
was thinking about that realistically, maybe, but damn, bro, that was funny.
They like saran wrapped them.
Bro, so this is what really pissed me off, and I guess it's just because I've watched so many other zombie movies. They took that little shitty car and they didn't even weld the chain link fence around it. They didn't cut a slot out for a chainsaw. I was like, what the fuck? You guys are gonna die. That's definitely what.
Are you upset that they didn't go full on Dawn of the Dead in this movie?
Yeah, kind of.
Gotta respect that. I like that.
I hate it when he went through the tunnel and made all that noise. We all knew what was gonna happen, bro. Just don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
That's fucking
He
annoying as
ramped
shit.
over all those cars though. I was like, is that even possible? What?
No, that little car would have not made it with that.
Yeah, he was
suspension.
using one of those like weird like European cars that have the small
Yeah.
tires. There's no
Yeah.
way that
Yeah.
shit's gonna
Yeah.
last.
But
It's
also,
for
to be
spares.
fair, Raph, to be fair,
To be fair,
white people are gonna white people in horror movies.
Hey,
Bro.
don't white people explain to us how
Wait.
we act in movies.
Wait.
They did, bro.
What's the saying again? White people are gonna white people in horror movies.
in horror movies?
Yes.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
just like
dude.
black people are gonna die in horror movies, white people are gonna white people in horror movies.
White people.
That
are gonna
means
white
they're
people
gonna
in
make
horror
all the noise. They're gonna draw all the attention from who you don't want to get attention from. They're gonna go into the darkest alley that has
That's
weird
right.
noise, and they're gonna
Thank
get
you.
the person of color friend
Thank you.
killed. That's what I mean. When I
Yeah,
say
look how you're just
white
bringing the
people
racism
are
to
gonna
tonight's
white people
podcast. That's your.
But
role
he's
here.
making a lot of sense.
I mean, is he wrong?
It's true. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Nobody's
No.
saying he's wrong. All right, so then,
But
so this one really bothers me from all the fucking zombie movies. So you find a grocery store, you have all this food, all these supplies, just fucking stay there,
That's what I thought.
bro. So they take off from there, and then fucking old boy goes into that other gas station and fucks up that little boy who was just setting up shop at that gas station.
Just setting up, dude, and then he like completely lies about it. Like, what happened in there? Nothing.
Nothing.
It's just
Bro,
like,
'cause-
dude, that's like the worst lie than when your girlfriend says nothing's wrong. Like that was like the most obvious, like not like.
We
Yeah.
don't know if that kid was a zombie. He was just scared and
That kid was
protecting
clearly a
his
zombie,
shit.
bro,
He
dude.
was definitely a
But
zombie.
did you think he had like severe pink eye? Like what the fuck
Bro,
was going
he's
on?
dirty.
Ah!
Somebody directly shit into both of his
Somebody-
eyes. Like
He didn't have a flashlight. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
But
You-
also,
about the
to be
off-brand, that's what happened. It was an allergic reaction.
To be fair again, Raph, they were in the middle of downtown London. During a zombie apocalypse, that is the worst place to be. Why would you want to set up shop during a zombie apocalypse in a densely populated city?
Bro, you saw the jet flying by. They were in the woods, and he just happened to see it in the woods. It's a better
That's at
chance
the
of
end
him
of the
seeing
movie,
it.
though.
I
Like,
know,
at
but
the
it's a better chance of him seeing it in the beginning. Out in the open, you're up in the roof collecting fucking rain in your fucking baskets, and then
As much as I think it's cool that we got those opening shots with him being in like the city alone, isn't it like kind of crazy unrealistic that they're not just like bodies upon bodies upon bodies lying in those like tourist
Who
traps,
put all those
essentially?
bodies in the cathedral? Who-
Right,
who-
that's what I
pulled-
mean.
yeah.
Like there's some I love this movie, but there's some weird shit in the beginning where it's just like that doesn't really
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you gotta
also
think-
like the story of how they got that street of London to be completely empty. They actually had chicks flashing their
Yeah, bro,
boobs
you
at
came
traffic.
to the
You
fucking
came
podcast
late.
late, Javi. I already told that story.
You already told that story?
wait, let him
My
break
bad.
it.
I liked Javi's version where they were flashing
Javi,
the people.
There's a lot
Yeah.
more flashing.
Yeah.
He's like, ah!
Dude, I don't know what you're doing with your shirt, but it implied the titties were out. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
Yeah,
oh
dude.
my God!
It's like
Check
once
out
the
my
the
boobs!
rows of headlights got too far back, they just brought out some headlights, and all is good again.
Oh,
did
shit.
you hear Javi's accent? check out my boobs.
Check out my boobs! My big old
He
Wranglers!
was trying to
Is he
go in
from
the style of
Holland?
28 Days Later and doing
Oh,
it
fuck.
in English accent.
It's fucking
I
hilarious.
think they called them tatas there.
Check out me tatas!
All right, what you
Oh,
got,
bro,
Ralph?
you
What
want
else?
to see me tits?
All right, so yeah, Frank got fucked up by his anger, man. You gotta control your anger. That is not fun. Yeah,
What's up,
he
Frank?
he was right there at the end, and then he said, "Fuck you, fuck this place. There's nobody here. Fuck this telephone pole, light pole." Crow fucked him up. Bro, when the guy says over the radio, 2 females, 1 male, you're like, oh shit, it's going down. That nigga's fucked. You can definitely hear it in that guy's voice. You could hear it. It was wild. And
I
then
fucking love you, Rap.
oh, so when they're about to get killed and he's jumps in the body, bro, the smell of a bad shit is gonna make me gag. How the fuck is he jumping in these bodies? I wouldn't have been able to do that, bro.
Dude, wait till you see the beginning of an Empire Strikes Back where this dude, Luke Skywalker, crawls inside this entire dead-ass animal. It's wild.
Tauntaun.
Dead ass.
Said it in the English. Look at me,
I can hear that 'cause that's
Tauntaun.
not real. Those were bodies, bro. All right, bro, that was amazing. I really enjoyed the movie, every single thing about it. My favorite scene was when that zombie pulled that guy right out of the back window while it's going. That was fucking phenomenal.
That was,
Um,
dude, and like I love the way they set that up with the girl, like, cause her dad like had taught her to drive or whatever, and like, but like would also get onto her to like get the hell out of the way so he could drive during the dangerous parts, and then
Yeah.
she has the big climax where she basically kills the leader of the like rapey military group by driving him straight into the zombies.
All right, I got a
Yep.
question. Is David playing with AR on his phone?
I'm
Looking at the
He's
stars.
capturing Pokemon, dude. He's the king of his dungeon there in his.
I just sent you guys. I did a kaleidoscope of the cast.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, that's
Sweet.
actually I've been really digging your kaleidoscope post. So that's dope.
You see, David Jessup just became the pewter gym leader.
Nice.
I'm going to Lavender Town.
All right, and the last thing right here, the most memorable scene has to be when he smashes the guy's head and gouges his fucking eyes.
Yes.
Oh, dude, the thumbs.
Bro.
It's brutal.
So good, so good. That's
But
all I got.
That dude had it
Guys,
coming.
we have to be on. We have to talk about something though.
Uh-oh.
This film
David's gonna get it real.
just perpetuates the myth that women need men to rescue them, and that woman was so much more of a badass than skinny fucking Cillian Murphy. Holy shit! You
You're
thought
right.
she took a shirt off? I'm like, I can see your rib gauges, bro.
So I'm saying, not
that it?
since
Was that-
Predators have we had such a thin, weird like hero. But yeah, you're right. She should have been more like her power move was to give the little kid Valium and like make her not give a shit. And I love when the
Get her
kid's like, "Are
fucked
you
up.
trying to kill me?" And she's like, "No."
That's
I'm
just
trying to
good
make you not
parenting
kill
right there.
me." To give your kid Valium, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I would say do.
Only half a tab because he's responsible.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
dad.
Yeah, you got to go the Frank route.
She gave her the full one that time, though.
You guys got anything else about the movie you want to talk about?
I think it's groundbreaking. I think it
Yeah.
completely changed the genre and completely brought in back zombie movies. And
I think
and
usually
want-
all the terms that David just said are really cliche, but in this instance, he's 100% correct.
And I want to give a shout out to Danny Boyle because, a lot of times movie directors get stuck in a genre, and this dude fucking does something different every time he gets behind the camera. And sometimes it doesn't work, like The Beach, and then sometimes he wins a fucking Academy Award. So he's just like with comedy, man. It's filmmaking, and sometimes you have a killer
Is it
set.
weird that his worst movie is the one that stars Leonardo DiCaprio, arguably
The biggest
like,
star.
one of the most entertaining and like
But to be
most
fair,
decorated
that's
actors.
that's
in
pretty
history.
Oscar level actor Leonardo DiCaprio that did that movie.
Dude, Leo was killing it before he got an Oscar. Gangs of New York, he didn't have an Oscar.
Great,
before
even
that.
Grapes
got-
of Wrath, dude. He
Yeah.
was
He
good
got
in that.
nominated for
Shutter
that.
Island, like The Departed.
Grapes
He
of
didn't
Wrath? You
get,
mean
The
What's
Departed.
Eating
He didn't get an
Gilbert Grape?
Oscar, man.
I do mean What's Eating Gilbert
He got
Grape.
nominated.
Okay,
Daniel
thank you,
Day-Lewis
Miles.
won an Oscar.
I do like The Grapes of Wrath. That is a good movie.
Dude, yeah, those are completely different things.
What was so great about that, Miles? He said it so confidently too.
Hey,
Dude,
bro,
he was
I don't know if you know
crushed
this,
in the
David. I'm
Grapes
not
of
actually
Wrath.
funny. I'm just very confident. That's got me.
Fucking one run of Evil Dead the musical and fucking Miles, cocky motherfucker now.
He's an artist.
He's
He's
an
already
artiste.
got
We
Hollywood.
pronounce it
I-
artiste.
I
Actually.
gotta tell you what, man. You
Swine.
said the word bitch way too aggressive in that play. I'm sorry.
No, I love
way too
it.
aggressive.
Oh yeah, you
Hey,
know
man,
what's so
Could
weird
you
is
please stop acting like such a stupid bitch so we can get on with the podcast right now?
I do want to talk
That was
about
so
that. We
good.
live in such a PC culture, but whenever every time we'd be like, "That stupid bitch," like the whole fucking audience would be like, "Rah!"
Oh yeah, audience.
Did y'all
loved
have
it, man.
any complaints at all?
Yeah,
I
me.
don't think we had any
fucking
complaints.
complained.
Because
I
that
complained like
loud-ass
a
guy.
motherfucker because
You
they had
complained
some
about somebody who
goddamn
was laughing
autistic
too hard.
screamer. Jesus, kick him the fuck out! Oh my god, I'm gonna punch that guy.
Wait,
in
there
the
was
dick.
an autistic kid.
So the funny thing about that, David, is I honestly think, and I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty confident that is somebody who is a husband of somebody in the play who I've actually become friends with.
Uh-huh.
He's
While
annoying as fuck.
while I completely agree with you on a fundamental level and understand,
This
it
is
cracks
like-
me up because I love that dude so much.
Fuck that guy and tell him. Give
I
him a
think he's
message
wedding
for me.
DJ, dude. If I'm
Give
right,
him,
he's a wedding
give him
DJ.
a message for me. The play was awesome. It wasn't that fucking funny. You were fucking overlapping. You were overlapping because when he was over screaming, he was the only fucking person doing it, and everyone else was looking at him, being like, "Hey, bro, that wasn't a fucking funny part." Oh, or hey, bro, that was funny. It wasn't laugh screaming, funny motherfucker, in
Hey,
my
was-
ear. I'm
was I
trying to
on
enjoy
stage,
this
David?
play.
If I was on stage, I'm going to take a strong disagree right now. But otherwise,
Oh
I
no,
guess
no,
you're
it
right.
was only when you weren't on stage.
Oh. All right, I'm definitely not sending this one to any of my castmates.
Note to self: don't laugh loud in front of David Jessup.
Don't scream laugh like
If you're
a
enjoying
fucking
yourself,
I
banshee.
know
hard,
exactly what you
David
mean. I
Jessup
fucking hate
will
that shit
fucking
too. That shit
bail
would
on
trip me up a
whatever
fucking
it is.
wall.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, let's get back
Sorry.
to. Do we recommend the movie? Let's begin with Raph, who recommended the movie. Do you recommend it?
Definitely, it's a fun watch.
All right.
Yeah.
Fun,
Definitely, yeah, my
it's
man.
hard disagree. Recommend, yes. Fun watch, sir.
Yeah,
What is
definitely
fun
fun.
about this movie?
Everything from the beginning to the end. I was just holding my dick. Oh, look! One
Oh
last
my
thing.
God!
Look, I
You
can't
got to
believe I
clip
said
that
wait,
part.
wait,
That
wait,
was
wait, wait. So this is the one thing I do want to talk about, and it happens in every fucking movie. This fucking guys were about to rape those girls, and instead of just getting it on and getting it done, they say, "Hey, how about we play dress up and fucking role play?" What kind of shit is that? No, they deserve to die for that.
Well, they
That's
deserve
it.
to die for the rape part, Raph. What are you talking about?
I think what Ralph is saying, they deserve to die for not getting to the raping soon enough.
That's what I heard too.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to.
And this
Is
truly
that what you
was
meant?
My
the
God,
gifts
the
of
only
Raph.
thing we need is a laugh scream or whatever it was
I know.
to break the fucking. Raph,
Get to the end.
Raph, that
I was having a good time. I was
that
holding my
sound
dick.
bite right there is
was
going to
holding
come
my
back to
dick.
haunt you so bad in the
It's
future.
all right, bro.
Miles, do you recommend the movie?
100% I recommend this movie, but not because it's fun. It's the opposite of fun. It's honestly, I would even almost argue that it's a hard watch in places. Just
What?
because it is. No, because dude, like they
The rape.
yeah,
They didn't show it.
but dude, women are literally commodity. Like they make them a currency at some point in the film, and like I would even say before you get to that extreme, just like the idea of like the characters, like look at the celebration scene. The only scene in which people are happy are the scene where they're having like the creme de menthe in the apartment, which oddly enough was shot on 9/11, and I don't mean the anniversary. I mean the one like when it actually happened.
Are you serious?
Yes.
100%.
That's pretty crazy.
And Danny Boyle even had a comment where he was just like, yeah, in hindsight, it was really weird trying to shoot a celebration scene on like that historic eventful day.
That's crazy.
But that celebration scene was shot on 9/11, 2001, and that's the happiest point in the film.
Yeah.
Like that is like where at like one point the characters are like, oh wow, we have a chance, before they find out like, oh no, we are so fucked.
They were pretty happy when they were about to eat those omelets, and then they found out they were rotted. But they were pretty happy at that moment.
Pre-rot, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, so basically 9/11 and your breakfast is ruined is like the theme of this film, but I still recommend it.
Javi, how about you? Do you recommend it?
I recommend this movie. It's a good movie. I agree with, kind of pounds on what Miles says. What makes it not a fun watch, it kind of gets you, it's a little bit too real in the aspect of how women are essentially commodity. And it just further solidifies the point, if there ever is a real zombie apocalypse, the zombies are the last thing you should be worried about.
Yeah.
The one thing you gotta be worried about is other fucking people.
For sure.
100%.
It's just like Black Friday sales, dude. It's not the toaster that's going to kill you. It's going to be the 90 other people that are trying to get it before you.
It's gonna be the 55-year-old overweight grandma wanting to get a fucking toaster oven.
need a toaster. Yeah.
That's great.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's great.
David, do you recommend it?
Oh, that's a jump scare.
One of the things about this movie that really gets me is just how quickly society will fall apart when there's just a little bit of a hiccup. And I often think about COVID, and it's like a fever dream almost. And you go back and especially that summer, when George Floyd happened, like how close did this country come to just falling apart at the seams? And really what the government really, I mean, people talk shit about the government all the time. And man, if they didn't give out those checks
Oh yeah.
and people didn't have that fucking money coming in, man,
And the unemployment.
I mean, fuck, dude, this country. I mean, we almost came apart at the seams anyway, And so yeah, this movie is like it's almost like hey guys, we're not that far away from just full on collapsing.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like sometimes COVID was a test just to see how we reacted to it. And I know
Something bigger's coming.
That's
It's
conspiratorial.
scary.
But
It's scary the percentage of people polled believe that there is a civil war on the horizon. I know I joked about it earlier, but like, if you like really break down the numbers, it's terrifying that number of people are like legitimately afraid of it, regardless if it happens or not.
But don't you think a World War III is more inevitable? Like with everything that's happening right now?
I mean, I think both are very like the problem, Raph, is that like trying to rank them 1 and 2 is difficult. They're
Definitely.
both very fucking inevitable.
You don't want any of them, yeah.
Yeah, and they're none of them end well. Like, I mean, like that's not gonna go good for society.
Let's not say we don't want World War III on this cast. We might.
Are we?
Might
are
make for
we
a good cast.
collectively-
Yeah.
Wait. You're saying like as a podcast, we don't want to take a definitive stance on where we are.
Nah.
No, I'm just saying WW3 could be awesome, and we'd have a good time.
I mean, there's gonna be great video games and movies made on it, like 100 years or so later. But
I mean, not really video games, but probably like flip books because we won't have any technology.
it was all worth it for that joke. It was all
and
worth
most of us won't even have thumbs anymore, so
I
that'll
know.
make it relatively,
Fucking
useful.
hair.
All right, guys, I'm gonna recommend the movie. I think it is fun. Like Raph thinks it's fun, but like it is.
Were you holding your dick the whole time?
I was holding my my.
Dude, I don't
tiny
want to
cock.
see y'all's fucking Pornhub searches, frankly.
Oh,
If
yeah,
that- if this is
Zombie
a movie is
porn-
fun for me,
Not gonna
like,
lie, I found a zombie porn that was pretty
Step
hot. so-
sibling porn doesn't even like crack your top 10, and I don't.
I'm not gonna lie. I recently
Go ahead, Javi. Out, do it.
dwarves.
Yeah, go for it, Hobbs. This is a
Dwarves.
safe space.
Dwarves.
Dwarves.
Oh, dude, is that
Like
a
I
safe-
went from BBWs to dwarves lately. I don't know what is going on. It's just like little
They
women.
do
are
both have
fucking-
similar asses.
Midgets? Are you banging midgets?
I'm
Is that what's
considering it.
happening?
I mean, he's got a fuck it list. It's kind of like a bucket
they-
list, but it's a
hey.
fuck it list.
They do have the big rump with those little strong legs that get. Boop, boop, maybe. There's a pile. Yeah.
All right.
No.
All right, we're moving
Big
on to
rump
clips.
With the little strong legs. I love it.
We've lost the
I
cast.
want that
We're
my
moving on to
gravestone when I
clips.
die.
All right, here we go. Monkey time.
Oh, snap.
Oddly,
Uh-oh.
that's what Javi calls fucking the dwarfs too. Monkey time.
Okay, legitimately, I'm a little uncomfortable because I, as a white person, don't know if I can say that word or not. Like, is that-
There you
It's
go.
a primate that chooses to be a monkey, Miles. That's how you navigate that one.
Hey, I just
fucking
want to be
love
on the
this
right
thing
side of
because
history, David.
those
That's all I'm
fucking
going for.
do-gooders got exactly what they deserve.
They did.
Bro, they were trying to rescue little cute little monkeys.
The monkeys.
The monkey was fucking banging
You
on
did
the
say
fucking
that
glass
almost like
a
Mario,
maniac.
like a monkey.
It's a monkey.
It's a little cute
It's
monkey.
a me.
Let's go.
Wakey, wakey. Don't worry, I got his dick in here.
Hello, bruv.
Bro, did you actually get his
Anyone
dick in
there?
here? Because that's gonna get us canceled on Twitch.
It was
You
there
know,
for
I
like
brought it up.
a split second.
Why did you have to have his dick? Like, I'm not like.
Oh, I did get his dick in there. Holy shit!
You did get his dick in there.
I thought it
We
wasn't
got-
in there.
We just got
Yeah,
all
it
the
is
pee.
I put a dick on Twitch. Oh no.
You should have put that dick on the product placement.
Don't bring attention to it.
Yeah, dude,
There's
now you
your,
made it
there's your
worse.
merch. Duff,
But,
that's
like,
your merch.
legitimately,
I
if
put,
you're in a
I put a
hospital-
dick
I
on
put a
Twitch.
dick on Twitch.
Bro, has anybody been in the hospital and just left dick out? Like
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
have
Yeah.
you really?
No.
Dude,
David
that's
did.
like-
Bullshit, Doug. I have a funny thing. Maybe if I leave it out, the nurse will touch it. and
I
play with
when
it.
I woke up from having my hip
Okay, but
surgery,
you chose to leave it out, Javi. That's different.
the
Like,
first
he
thing I
refused
asked
to
whenever I woke up from hip surgery is, "Do I have a catheter? Can you look?" So I had the nurse look at my dick. It was a trick.
Nice, right?
It was a trick. I was like, "You like it?
Gotcha.
You like it?" It's like a button, a product placement. I love these telephones swinging.
Oh shit.
Who was
Yeah, because
just
he's
there?
an asshole.
Look
He
at this
just
product
took 'em all
placement.
off.
This is 100% Pepsi right here.
No, really? I thought it was RC.
Oh,
Ugh.
RC.
We will sell this in a bottle of soda.
Bro, wouldn't you want water? What the fuck is wrong with people?
Yo, this is random and unrelated, but I am watching that documentary on Netflix right now about the Pepsi points, where they try to like give away a jet or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, the Harrier jet.
Strongly recommend. It's yet another one of those Netflix docuseries that is 4 parts and should have been one 90-minute movie tops, but it's still very entertaining.
Nice.
That's how I feel about McMillions.
I
McMillian's
love
good.
Millions,
McMillian's
dude,
good.
but like 100%. Like that's a 3-hour documentary.
Yeah.
And they made it 7 for no reason.
All right, little ICP.
Guys, I technically work for McDonald's now, so I'm not allowed to comment on McDonald's.
He's
That
not
looked
lying.
really great, by the way, David. I just
Yeah,
saw that. That
David,
was pretty fucking
congratulations
Oh,
on that.
thanks,
honestly, man, that's dope.
Dead
Thanks.
bodies, dead bodies. That's an ICP song. Uh-oh.
This is a great scene. Like this,
Great.
like really paints the picture of what you're dealing with in this movie.
This is this is an orgy after you've like done X all night long.
This guy in the middle is the last one to come.
Yep.
And again,
This,
I don't
and
think
this
they.
guy never came.
Yeah,
The
Oh, no.
priest, because there weren't
that's
no
why he's so
little kids
pissed
there.
off.
He's like, "You're not a kid. Fuck, get out of here."
Take that, Pat Roberts.
So he just hit him with all that money.
That's for all the little
Kaboom!
kid fucking you did, see?
It's a pretty nice explosion for a movie. It's all real, you can tell. Whoosh.
Bro, great scenes. I'm
That's a
telling you.
miniature, 100%.
Still looks good.
Looks great, dude. That CGI.
Look at that. Nah.
Yeah,
And on that day, it truly was a 9/11.
zombie attack.
I'm not laughing at them.
You're laughing because you're shocked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did she not get blood in her mouth? Because she's definitely...
Bro, everywhere.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. This was a random guy.
Nah, he's like, come on.
Come on, love. Don't do it, love.
She's a badass, man. She should have been more of a badass at the end.
Bro, I would have ran the opposite direction. That bitch looked at me like that.
Raph is right,
Rude
though.
to chop off me arm.
Raph is right. She got 0 blood on her after all that. Plans.
Full of plans. Have you got any plans, Jim? Do you want us to find a cure and save the world or just fall in love and fuck? Plans are pointless. Staying alive's as good as it gets.
Oh,
That's a good movie.
Honestly, I really like that scene. That scene between those two, like that does a really good job of using a limited amount of time to really define who this person is that he just encountered as a character.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Oh,
That's a brilliant use of dialogue.
Did you say Mad Eye because he played Mad Eye Moody in Harry Potter?
Yes. Go
Holy
ahead, Raph.
shit! I didn't even realize he did play Mad Eye Moody in Harry Potter.
I
Is that sarcasm?
definitely wrote she does not want to fuck after that conversation.
But she was still down to fuck later, bro. Like that
It took
was
some
that was
time.
definitely-
No,
It takes
we
some time.
talked about this. She's DTL. She's down to live.
Down to live.
She's down to live early.
the
Once,
end,
once
yeah.
you've given that chick a cabin and a child, she is somehow like I know that's like the inverse of how it usually goes, but like
I'm gonna live your
Down.
brains out.
Mad Eye.
Down the corridor, flat 157.
Yeah, and right, shank your dank willy willy wonka fank around the app.
I'm Frank.
I legitimately didn't realize this was Mad Eye Moody, dude. Oh my fucking god, you just
Yes.
blew my mind.
He was also William Wallace's best friend in Braveheart.
Whoa.
Have you ever
Whoa.
seen what is it called? Oh fuck.
Star Wars.
Yes, have you ever seen Star Wars? Oh fuck, I can't remember what it's called. It's so good. It's got Ben Kingsley and him in it, and Ben Kingsley's like the bad guy, and they're sitting around a pool. The whole
Lucky
time.
number 11?
No, I can't think of it. It's
I
so
love
good.
that movie.
That's a great movie.
Iron
know
Man
what?
Lucky number
3.
11 is great.
You know what? It might be my next pick. We'll figure it out.
I'm a teacher.
Change the tire. Why?
I'll
has-
be real with you, dude, and I don't admit this often because I usually get chastised for it, but I don't love Braveheart. I find it really boring.
Brendan
What?
Gleeson's in that too. Yeah.
What don't you like?
Braveheart.
Oh.
It just doesn't do it for me.
You're
And
the
everybody
only
loves
one.
that movie, and I'm always like, eh. And
Like,
they're like,
I-
what the fuck's wrong with you? And I'm like, I guess I just really don't like Mad Eye.
I
you're
love
like,
that
you're like,
movie
I
back-
guess I just hate anti-Semites.
Yeah, that is what I usually tout.
Like,
You're right.
I love Braveheart. I think it's a great movie, but I also see when people say they don't like it. Yeah, that's actually one way we're going to pass to people. I was like, you fucking hate that shit till you're blue in the face. It won't
I
bother
think
me.
what
Literally,
what
like
get-
the end of the movie, blue in the face.
what gets old is Mel Gibson's Scottish accent or English
No,
Oh,
it's
accent.
a
Black
terrible
Arrow.
accent.
What the fuck, bro? But the
He was
movie's
in like
alright.
7 movies this year, y'all. Like somebody just shared that random fact with me earlier, but Mel Gibson,
Like producing?
the canceled actor, starred in like 7 movies this
Oh
year.
shit!
Hey, Miles, are they really movies if they're only at the Red Box?
Can you name? Yeah, can you name one?
Not a single one, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I think once you're relegated, Mel Gibson's the new Bruce Willis,
Oh god.
where it's just every other day he comes out with another movie at a Red Box, and the movie has either a gun or some kind of like weapon on the cover, and it's
They just changed the
very simple.
background. Of the
Yeah, they just changed the
It's like
background,
blue,
yeah.
red, green,
You
yellow,
know,
repeat.
you know that Bruce Willis sold his likeness rights to a CGI animation company where they can, in the future, make live action films with computer animated generated imagery of Bruce Willis.
Oh wow.
Give me CGI,
Can't talk
motherfucker.
anymore.
Yeah, he's gonna CGI it. Changing the tire.
Fucking idiots.
One! Drop it!
Lit shop.
This scene had one of the coolest uses of shadows
That
ever.
song is great.
The
Point it out as it
whole-
comes up, David.
No, the scene in the tunnel.
Oh, that
Oh, okay,
was
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
yeah.
It's a zomblet.
Bro, he was just trying to get his snickerdoodles.
Dude, look at his eyes, dude.
That's a rage baby, dude. That's a rage baby.
No, that is a child.
You know what's
He's
weird?
totally normal.
He kills a child that doesn't have their shirt on, right? And then later on, he becomes like a feral child himself without his shirt on. Yes, the dog knows.
Sorry.
So, are you trying to make an argument that deep down we're all just shirtless children?
Yes, I am. 100%. 100%. That's what it is. Horsk.
Think they're infected.
No. Doing just fine.
So I would have fucking stayed there too and ate the fucking horses. You got me. You got, like, I don't know why these people are traveling. Just stay,
And you can make some glue out of the whoos.
bro. No, don't know about that. What?
Sleep.
Glue.
Selena didn't
Go
seem to
back.
have any trouble.
Yeah, I noticed that.
She's fucked up.
Hey, Selena,
She'll fucking chop
What is
you.
it?
don't you go to sleep?
You gotta think about it. That's why she fucked up the other guy. She was fucked up.
Yeah. She was on Valium the whole time. Scary Dad.
Bro, that's so sad.
Oh,
Again,
it's so
this,
epic.
the tragedy of this is so fucking crazy.
Stay where you are.
Dad?
He's really good too.
Oh, that was so sad. But that is the most memorable part of the movie.
The scene where he's looking up and you like POV the drop is like that's the
Yeah.
part that sticks out more than anything.
It's Mailer.
They shot him one too many times, I thought.
Meet Mailer.
Yeah, definitely.
Mailer? Jim. Jim. Mailer.
That's how I knew those guys were gonna die.
Got
You
infected.
motherfuckers are still holding on to the zombies? Fucking idiots.
But I do like the fact that these zombies have like some sort of consciousness. Because at the end, when he's freed, he looks at him like, "Yeah, I freed you.
I fuck them up.
You don't come at me." Remember, he's like, "Yeah, I got you." He did what he had to do.
Have him teach you.
I love that. Look at that. Oh, I got one.
I fucking got one! What do you fucking swing? He keeps showing that.
They're terrible though. They're
It's
like,
like
they're like stormtroopers.
Or you in the army? It's like, no, I played a lot of Modern Warfare 2. That's
Yeah.
all those guys did.
Want to get your hands
Boys will be
on a
boys.
really big shot. Will you just come and see me?
Hey, boy.
That's enough for Mitch. Go on, Mitch, give us some. How about right now? Oh, you
Rapey. He promised them
on,
women.
Mitch.
Orders from the blockade. I set the radio broadcasting and I promised them women.
The realization on his face.
Where is it, Jim?
We have to go.
Jim,
That's crazy shit.
Why are you screaming? Shut the fuck up.
I know, right?
You already had them.
Had he not been so fucking loud, they could have snuck out of there. Fucking
Yeah.
bro.
White people doing white people things.
Good guy, the one good guy. I don't know.
There is no infection. It's just people killing people. He's insane!
People killing people.
Swear to God, it's
I'll tell you what, Big Bird.
Move.
Come on, move, get up! Is that how
Come
you're gonna
on.
let your sergeant go out, Jones? I'll fucking shoot him then.
No, you won't.
You're gonna let him stick me, are you? Like a fucking dog.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
I like how he leaned away like, ooh, you shouldn't have done that. Avi, that scare you?
No. Just how your actors get sort of like, yeah, are you spit on me?
Hobby didn't used to live in as nice of a place as he used to, so those kind of get a little jumpy once in a while.
Yeah,
This is true.
that is true. Stabby, stabby.
Oh,
Bro,
this song's so good.
I was gonna say somebody spits on me. I'm throwing the fuck up, bro.
Okay,
Really?
so this entire movie is based around the fact that you could get blood in your eye or mouth, nose or ear and become the
Die.
infected. With so many people run around with like blood on their face.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I
it's
would
be-
be
I think it's because
heavily
if you get
investing
blood
in
from-
cows in this situation.
Yeah, but isn't
Yeah.
that his blood, or is that like the blood of the people he's killed?
I'm not gonna risk it. I don't know if it's mine, his,
Yeah,
yours, or
exactly.
hers, but like
Well-
it's definitely not gonna stay by my nose.
To be fair, he does have plot armor, so he can have whoever's blood on his face.
Does got plot on.
My bad, Hobby. I forgot about the power of plot armor.
Kaboosh! Rape guy gets raped. I mean, killed.
Oh,
Darling, but don't worry, I'm gonna get you out of here, and we're gonna find a nice little fucking place somewhere. Just you and me.
I really love this entire scene. Honestly, going and backing it up in here slightly to where like the girl's hiding behind the mirror, like
Yeah.
there's like an intensity to this whole like last bit of this.
Oh yeah, I forgot
the
It's
about
almost like
music.
revenge porn, dude. Honestly,
I-
this movie almost transitions to like a I spit on your grave style of like
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
As Killian Murphy, like gets all these douchey military dudes who are like trading women or whatever. Like it's a pretty intense.
I
transition.
did not remember the third act of this. So when I was watching it, I was like this the whole time.
And then the music definitely helps.
Oh, yeah.
For
music's
sure, the
amazing,
music is
yeah.
a great accompaniment
Definitely.
to what's happening.
yeah,
And honestly, the fact that he's weirdly pale, like I don't know why that's cool, but that's fucking cool.
Cause they didn't make him that fucking, John Wick, that big fucker, the superhero.
He's almost a little bit gaunt because like
Yeah.
he's only been living off of like soda and Valium for the last
Well-
how long.
Well, he's been in the hospital 28 days later, right?
Yeah.
So, without
slam. Now, does that
Yeah,
kill
but-
you or just blind you?
It's cool too. Dude, like he looks
Depends how deep you
muscular,
go.
but not like weirdly muscular. Like he's not like
yeah.
he looks like a dude that's been doing some shit for the last 28 days.
Yeah, he
So
rips.
that slight penis will get a kick off Twitch, but that guy gouging his eyes out won't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, dude. It's because we live in America, Hobby.
Yeah,
we can be as violent as we want to, but if you even see the tip of a dick, you're done here.
sorry,
Big.
you're done.
Big Bad gets his beef. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
This is also,
Yeah, I was like,
they should have a
fuck yeah.
student driver bumper sticker on this.
I
scene.
love that.
The gate. Fucking do it.
Honestly, I still stand by the fact that this should have been the ending of the movie.
Yeah.
I think this
100%.
right here, that should
100%.
be it. Roll credits.
Yes, definitely.
And finally, hello.
That's gay.
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
What would have grabbed attention more would have been a giant penis, especially for the people flying the jets.
yeah, dude. And they had enough fabric that they could have like paid attention to like the little pubic hairs. Like it could have been really like it could have been in a
It's a
very
giant
impressive
fucking
dick to
penis.
like wave them down.
That's great. All right, guys, let's go to recommendations. That's 28 days later, so let's go recommend some movies. My first one will be Return of the Living Dead because it's so fucking good. Holy shit, this might be the movie I choose.
This movie
next.
scares the shit out of me.
Me too, man. I can't get through it. I've never made it
Tarman
through.
gets me.
Tarman scares the shit out of me. I've never made it through this movie, so I think this is gonna be my pick for my next movie.
Are you guys being fucking serious?
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
get through
this
it.
movie's scary as fuck.
It's scary. Yeah, Raph, we're being serious. It's scary.
And I've seen a 72-year-old World War II vet naked, and I find this movie terrifying.
My second pick will be Dead Alive because I fucking love Dead Alive so much.
That's
I've
a
done
great
it on the
movie.
cast.
This is a fun movie.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Peter Jackson just utterly killing it. The true rated R, unrated director's cut, blah 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 version is the version you want to watch. It is gore central. It's so good. All right. Does anyone have any recommendations? Zombie
28
movies. or
weeks
other-
later.
28 weeks later.
Definitely a great follow up to this one. It's a different cast, but it's just as fast paced. Yeah, it's fucking good. Watch it.
All right. What you got, Miles?
I've got two. I already alluded to one earlier. The 2004 remake of Dawn of the Dead by Zack Snyder is phenomenal. I think that along with this movie, it's a great pairing because they are similar in that they have the fast zombies, which is really cool. But they like took two completely different directions in the way that they portrayed their fast zombies. So that one definitely. And then I'll be honest, this next one I thought also had Cillian Murphy in it, but it turns out it was Josh Hartnett, basically the same guy from like the early 2000s. But it's 30 Days of Night, which I
love that movie.
It's a fantastic take on a vampire movie instead of a zombie movie. Which, to be fair, this wasn't really a zombie movie as much as it was an infection or outbreak movie, but like very similar, obviously. But 30 Days of Night, real fun take on the idea of vampires. It takes place in Alaska, where legitimately there is a period of time where like 30 days without sunlight happens, so it makes the concept of vampires extra scary. Much like this movie did for zombies. So those would be my two recommendations.
I honestly thought when Rap said 28 Days Later, he meant 30 Days a Night, and then I realized I was wrong.
Oh, nice.
But the best scene in 30 Days a Night is when that little whore is taking home those two guys to bang them. I was like, fuck yeah. But then they get attacked by I was like, yes! I was like, spit roast! But yeah, that was. What were you gonna say?
The
Raph?
best way to explain 30 Days of Night is if vampires had open buffet. That's
nice, dude. Yeah, honestly.
You're right.
Yeah, like it's like Friday night and they were there for crab legs.
Javi, David, what you got for your recommendation?
Girl with All the Gifts.
You know what? I want to see that. I have not seen that yet.
Don't know what that is.
It's a zombie movie about. Well, what is it about, David? I forget.
It's so the zombie apocalypse has already happened, and there's a bunch of kids that aren't infected. Or they are infected, but they haven't turned. They don't turn, and so they're being studied, and then shit breaks out. But it's like an art house zombie movie.
Awesome, Javi, what you got?
I got three.
Oh shit! All right, hit it out.
Oh shit, dude.
My first one is gonna be Train to Busan, which is to this day my favorite zombie movie ever. I will go to the mattresses for this movie. It is so fucking well done. My second pick is gonna be Cargo, 2017. It stars the guy from the British Office, Martin Freeman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that. It's not great, but it's all right.
Like, I loved it. I really liked the ending. The ending was like, fuck.
Was that a zombie movie too?
It's a zombie movie. Yeah. It's about an outbreak that happened in like Australia or something like that.
Yeah.
And like they're living. It's worth your time if you. David would love it. David would love it.
Zombies in the outback.
Zombies in the outback, mate.
And my third one is 28 Days. Starring Sandra Bullock, which the
prequel to this one.
I almost did a bit tonight where I was gonna pretend like I watched that movie the entire time. But I'm like, I think of this cast, somebody else would have come up with that idea. So I'm actually a little disappointed.
It's so good.
That is actually a legit good movie. Sandra Bullock and Alan Tudyk, you can't go wrong. That's a good movie.
All right, guys, it's time where you can find everyone on social media shows coming up. Let's start with David. Where can they find you, David? I picked yours from running. I'm sorry.
Instagram at Children of Dave, and Facebook Stop Motion Nightmares. And I am off this week, fellas. No shows, no murder mystery shows, and I am looking forward to just eating the fuck out of some food and fighting with my racist family.
So David says he's off work, but he's still working a full-time job. He's not doing anything after that job.
Yeah.
So that's his time off now.
Time to relax.
Enjoying it.
Javi, where can they find you on?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, finish.
I don't know. On the internet.
On everything.
Yeah, the internet, wherever.
You can find me on the internet. You know, at Javi Bear Studios on TikToks and Instagrams.
But only if you search hard enough.
Miles, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me at Mr. Most Days Off. You can also check out my Simpsons podcast at Best Darn Diddley. But the thing I'm most excited about is I will be headlining a showcase at the Addison Improv on November 30th. And would love for anybody listening to be there.
Hell yeah.
You know, for this week, I think David should be Mr. All Days Off.
Hey.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shoot me next time I make a joke like that. I'm sorry. That was fucking terrible.
Raph, where can they find you on the interwebs?
So finally, guys, I did it. Y'all can find me at Little House on the Parody. Everything, at everything.
Oh my god, that's adorable, Raph. I
At
love that
Little
so
House on the
much.
Parody on everything.
Little House on the Parody?
Yeah, so I got already some skits I've shot that we're editing right now. So I'm gonna get them out to y'all as soon as possible. I have some on my stand-up up there right now. Just hit the thumbs up. Just at Little House on the Parody on everything. Thank you guys.
I like
I
that.
love that so
That's
much,
dope.
Raph.
Thank you,
And
man.
you can find us on the internet at wearepodcast.podbean.com, where you can find all the podcasts. Please check out our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at /WeArePodcast. And finally, you can find us every Monday for Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past, live at 8 p.m. Central on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube's everywhere. Guys, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Next week, we will watch Sunshine. That's going to be our pick. So we're Danny Boiling again, and my girlfriend
Little
says
Miss
she'll come on the
Sunshine?
cast. What's that?
Little Miss
That's a good
Sunshine.
movie.
You said you come on the cast. You don't want to do it now?
Eternal
Alright, we'll talk
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
that one.
Eternal Sunshine of
We
the
should
Spotless
watch
Oh, I
all
coulda-
movies with the word sunshine in it.
I could actually do that movie next week too.
Sweet.
Sweet, dude. We will see you next week then. All right, thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it. Keep horror in your heart. Keep it in
Bye.
your fucking heart.
Bye.
Please. And with that said, we'll cut the feed.